1 minute at a time.
I was blind, but now I see.
Working jobs we hate, so we buy shit we don't need.
Ideas are breakfast.
If you had one shot, everything I'd ever read, heard, seen was now organized and available.
Now you fucking khakis.
Life moves pretty fast.
The Biohacking Secret Show.
What's up, biohackers? I hope you guys are doing fantastic, having a great start to 2021. This was not a planned episode, but I heard some news today that kind of caught me by surprise. Some of that jaw-dropping kind of news, and looked into it a little bit to verify that it was accurate, and then thought I'd write a fun little email newsletter and then turn that into a podcast for those of you guys that aren't subscribed to our newsletter, to encourage you to subscribe to our newsletter. So if you're not, and you want to get stuff like this delivered piping fresh hot to your inbox with, 20 seconds or less, or your money back, you can go to biohackersguide.com/energy crash. It's biohackersguide.com/energy crash. Enter your email and you'll get these types of newsletters. The other thing that I wanted to share was a really cool opportunity. So if amidst the chaos and nonsense of 2020, many of us have come to the realization that, there's a lot of aspects of our lives that we rely on some of these systems for. Our power, our water, especially if we live in cities, our food and the supply chains that provide them, and it's a pretty well-known fact when you look back at history that anytime a person or population is not compliant, even if we're talking about non-compliance with tyranny, the first thing the powers that be will do is they shut off your power and your water, and then, usually you cry uncle and do what they want. So as part of maintaining our medical freedoms and sovereignty over our own bodies, we've come to realize the importance of choosing what goes in our body and having the freedom and independence to do so that there's less leverage over us. Not to mention the fact that, your power is in, your strength is in your community, so this isn't about being self-sufficient. This is about being community sufficient. It's about having a tribe, a community of conscious, like-minded people who have your back, who work hard, who believe in God and natural law. Those are the type of people that you want to be aligned with and even living in close proximity with. So rather than, pointing at the horror and bitching and complaining about the world, we're going to build that. And it's just as I mentioned, a conscious community of high morality, like-minded people, crushers, hard workers. We've got a good amount of interest from some online entrepreneurs and online businessmen and women and families. And if that's something that you want to be a part of, we're doing it where these are minimum promises, but it's a donation. And I will use that donation money to go get us an incredible piece of land. And you will have a certain amount of that land, So, but the power is in the community and the group of people that we're going to curate and cultivate, just awesome, incredible, hardworking people, people that focus on the good, the true, and the beautiful, that uplift you, And I think a lot of us will want to spend a good amount of time there, and then other people will just want to have some acreage for a backup place. If things get weird, or if wherever they're at, if you're in a community where your neighbors are going to call the cops on you because you're not, mowing your lawn with a mask on, that's going to be a problem. If you're in a community that is, or if you're living in a city, or really just an area where you don't have a lot of people that that you're cool collaborating and working alongside with, that that care about you and you care about them, right? Then maybe this is something you want to consider, or at least have as a backup. So I wish it was something that everybody could do. That's simply not the case. We're going to keep it very, selective, but quality people, people that that are high morality, good-hearted, hardworking people that want to live more in harmony with nature than they are right now. So the minimum donation is $25K. That guarantees at least a quarter of an acre, and like you can feed a family of 4 for a year on a quarter acre. Like there's books written on it, so it's plenty of land for even a family of 4 to grow all the food that they need. But we're also going to have community garden. We're going to have, athletic spaces, ways to stay in shape, cool things to do in nature, and outdoor adventure activities, fire pits, cool stuff like that. So there'll be a lot more to it. But if this is something you want to learn more about and potentially be a part of, you can go to biohackercoaching.com. And when you're filling out the application, just let me know that it's about our there's another community that they got an acronym that I really like. It's called HOME, Heaven on Mother Earth, and I kind of like that. So I'm gonna interview the guy that's been behind that. I think their community's in Tahoe or something. I want to talk to him about some of the cool things they're doing so that we can do them too. And the land will probably be in like the Tennessee, North Carolina, like that western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee region, and it's going to be awesome. So fill out that application. Let me know what it's about. Make sure that you're in a position. It's not like payment plans or anything like that. We're doing a guaranteed quarter acre, which you can grow enough food on a quarter acre to feed a family of 4 for a year. Each year, or 100K for a full acre, at least a full acre. And I'm trying to under promise and over deliver, but the value will really be in the community. And some people may put up, rustic cabins on there. Other people may build bigger houses, but it's going to be a great community, and it's going to be one of the most beautiful parts of the world. And I think a lot of people are going to be interested in it. So we've already talked to a few people that are. Biohackercoaching.com is where you can learn more about that. And then let's dive into this email. And if you guys like these, let me know. Send me an email at anthony@biohackingsecrets.com, or you could send me a direct message on Instagram at biohackingsecrets. We're still there, but I'm sharing this stuff because I want you guys to go and subscribe to our newsletter, because Instagram and Facebook are already shadow manned, and who knows how long they're going to be around, or how much time I'm even going to want to spend on platforms that, that censor people. So it's all moving to email, and that's where you can get timely communication of awesome stuff like this. So biohackersguide.com/energy crash. Go there, enter your email. And here is today's mini podcast episode. Title, subject line: the leading cause of death in 2020. Magicians use something called misdirection. Misdirection is a form of deception where the magician draws the audience's attention to one thing in order to distract it from another. Managing audience attention is the aim of all theater and the foremost requirement of all magic acts. You may be starting to see the theater in our politics. It doesn't really matter who we vote for. The same agendas will be pushed regardless of who the puppet is. They're two wings of the same bird. Blue and red are branded terms, created with the intention to divide and distract us. That's a fact. You're probably starting to see the theater in this COVID-19 pandemic. Or I wrote plandemic. Here's an example of some theatrical misdirection at work. And this in no way is meant to downplay the tragedy of lives lost. I want that to be clear. This in no way is meant to downplay the tragedy. And it's important to have respect for all of the lives lost, always. Can you guess the leading cause of death in 2020? Here's a clue. It wasn't the deadly coronavirus, which was said to kill 1.8 million people worldwide. even with the manipulated numbers and forged death certificates. It wasn't cancer either, which was the second leading cause of death at 8.7 million people. The leading cause of death in 2020 was abortion. Abortion claimed 42.6 million lives. Just again, guys, coronavirus was 1.8. Abortion, 42.6 million lives lost. Yes, abortion killed 22 times more people than coronavirus in 2020. That is what we call misdirection. That's one tiny example of how black magic and fear are being used to destroy our businesses, to keep families and loved ones apart during the holidays. Guys, it's a spell. Speaking of abortion, some of you may find this interesting. Bill Gates' father ran Planned Parenthood, and both Bill Gates and his father are eugenicists. Your friend, Anthony. And that's it. So that's one of our short newsletters and the type of stuff you will get when you go to biohackersguide.com/energy crash, enter your email, forward this episode to anyone who would enjoy it, anyone who would be interested in the leading cause of death in 2020, or someone that maybe is a little scared right now and has been getting a lot of their information from the mainstream media. Maybe they even used to or still do trust the mainstream media and that information is accurate. That's okay. Maybe send them this story and it can help them start to see things from a different angle. Appreciate you guys listening. Again, if you want to learn more about any of that stuff I talked about earlier, you can go to biohackercoaching.com and just mention that it's about the community. And let me know what else you guys want to hear about, what you like episodes on, people that you'd like me to have conversations with. You can either email those to Anthony at biohackingsecrets.com, or you can just send me a direct message on Instagram at Biohacking Secrets. Thanks again, guys. Much love. Have a beautiful start to your 2021, and we will talk soon. What's up, guys? Anthony here, and thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Biohacking Secrets Show. One of my favorite things to do is helping men and women like you feel what it's like with the body you've always wanted and all-day energy that starts the moment you wake up and doesn't quit. Over the past decade, we've created a proprietary health assessment that helps me to identify the unique toxicities and deficiencies that may be holding you back from the life that you deserve. And what we've discovered in doing this with now thousands of CEOs, executives, professional athletes, businessmen, Hollywood celebrities, and entrepreneurs is that there's always room for improvement and optimization. Whether you're already performing at a high level or you have that feeling inside your heart that you're capable of more, the single fastest way to unlock your potential is to upgrade your mind and your body. And there's no program on earth that does that faster or to a greater magnitude than our one-on-one consulting program at www.biohackingsecrets.com/coaching. We start with our proprietary health assessment that screens you for vitamin deficiencies like A, D, magnesium, iron, etc., high cholesterol and heart disease, high blood pressure, digestive disorders, hidden infections like Lyme, Epstein-Barr, parasites, SIBO, Candida, and more that can just drain your energy in the background, especially if you don't know about them. Anxiety, depression, and cognitive disorders, autoimmune disease, adrenal fatigue, thyroid issues, mold toxicity, heavy metals, environmental toxins, and other genetic risk factors like MTHFR, APOE status, your glutathione production, and many more. We even recommend the specific tests that I use with my one-on-one clients if they're relevant for you in figuring out your biological age and identifying those key areas and opportunities that can take your life to the next level. From there, we create a customized game plan along with a personalized supplement protocol to help you optimize your weight and energy at the cellular level. And for our platinum clients, we even include a personalized workshop with me in Delray Beach, Florida. Most of the year, this program's full with a waiting list, but we just had a couple spots open up and I wanted to offer them to the listeners of the Biohacking Secrets Show first. So if you're interested in seeing what it might look like for us to work together, head over to www.biohackingsecrets.com/coaching. That's www
www.biohacseccring.com/COACHING and fill out the short application form. If you're pre-approved, you'll be given the opportunity to book a time to connect with someone on our team and see if it's a fit. Thank you so much for being a part of this community, and I look forward to potentially going on this journey together.